dum 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 dum. What? Oh, hey. So you're the new guy? Ah, yeah, new guy. Hey, how are you? Well, it's a bit messy in here right now, but it's our job to clean it up. And, have you ever been stationed here before? No, of course you haven't. I would have seen you before. So, what we need to do is, we need to clean all this up. And there's, quite a bit of it. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take a while. Oh, what happened here? So, there was a alien invasion yesterday, and, the guys, they came in and they handled it. Unfortunately, they made a little bit of a mess. So, yeah, it's our job to clean it up. So you just get the broom and get to work. I said, get the broom and get to work. No? Oh, okay, I'll just do it myself. Don't worry about it. Sometimes these things happen. Not everyone can clean up the muck of a space station, but you can sit here and watch. That's fine. I've been doing this for 12 years, so nothing new here. Actually, I remember the story about this one guy. He got so squeamish over blood that he actually threw up all over the floor, and then I had to clean it up, and it was really good. I had a good laugh about it. I mean, I had to clean. Oops. Yeah, so let's move down the hall here and, clean up this patch right here. Yep. Pretend nothing ever happened. Come on. There you go. Sometimes a blood stain takes a while to get off. I mean, it is a blood stain. It wouldn't just come off because you asked it nicely. That'd be too easy. Whoops. There you go. Yep. You always have to make sure to... Aww. Okay. Well, what you do when you get a bucket full of water that is full of gunk is you take it over here to the trash compactor. Well, it's not really a compactor, it's more of an incinerator. I'm just a fool in calling it something wrong. And you just throw it in. It doesn't make too much sense to do that with water, but it works. And that's what they suggest you do, so yeah. God is dead. Well, haha, real funny, guys. Sometimes the, Marines, they get a little rambunctious. Here, let me just take care of that real quick. And they'll write messages to you. There you go. Good as new. And it's just for fun and games. Sometimes it'll be things like God is dead, or everything you know is a lie. Don't listen to it. The Matrix isn't real. Oh, whoops. There's already a thing here. Okay. Whoops. My bad. And, yeah. So what else you have to do is you have to grab this, and you have to bring it over here. And you have to pick up... Where is it? Where are they? I know I just saw them. Aha! Shells. Now you have to very carefully pick them each up, one by one, and you just set them in there. Yes. Very carefully. And then, once you're done with it, you take this, and you set it in a corner, and then when you're done, you give it to me. Because I know a guy, and will give me a little bit of money under the table for it. So, just pick them up, one by one, being very careful not to dent them, because dented ones are useless, for whatever reason. I don't ask questions. I just do it. And you put it in there. Just like that. And that's the last one, at least for this room. I see there's a few shotgun shells over here, so I'm just going to grab them too. Because they're not worth as much, but I'll still pay a few space bucks for it. Yeah. It's only a little bit, but it's enough. And there we go. That's the last one for this room. Now you're gonna pick this up, and you're gonna set it over here where you can't forget it. Yes. Okay. Just like that. Whoops, there's still another bucket there. And, I remember this guy. He was real funny. He was a real joker. Ooh, someone exploded on the ceiling. He liked cranberry juice, so he decided he would play a little joke on everybody, and he actually covered the entire room in cranberry juice. He just took a mop, just like this, and he came over here to the main entrance, and he was all, oh, yeah, the aliens attacked, and nobody was here to defend it, and I had to kill everyone, and he just spread cranberry juice all over the place. I mean, it was crazy. It looked like a slaughterhouse. It was just cranberry juice, though. I mean, it's not something that was dangerous, but still. I mean, it looked just like that, and there was blood everywhere. Well, not blood, but it was cranberry juice. This is blood. Probably. I don't know. He might have been behind this, too. It's hard to tell. And unfortunately, he got fired. I mean, he made a mess, and it was horrible. I mean, it took weeks to clean that up. We had to bring in the reserves and the backup crew, and we had to flood the place with radiation and all sorts of nasty things. Oh, man, it was horrible. It was the worst. It was the worst day I think I have ever... Well, no, it isn't. Actually, there is much worse that I've seen. You do not understand how much bad stuff I have seen. I mean, you think this is bad. Oh, this is not bad at all. I've seen things. Things you would not believe. It was horrible. Some of it. Other of it, more. Sorry about that. My brain gets blargled. It's probably because of all that cranberry juice that one year. I mean, I just drank so much of it. Like, I think the doctor says that I'm like 2/3 cranberry juice now. Yeah, it's a bad condition that I have to deal with. That'll happen. If you work here for too long, that's what'll happen. You'll become cranberry juice. Remember that. I mean, if you just cut your arm open right now, cranberry juice will probably flow out. Not really blood. Oops. Blood is more of an alien thing, and we don't have it. So don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, nothing. Nothing is the worst that could happen. I also remember this one story of this guy, he had some ketchup, and he got the funny way of just spreading it all over the room. I mean, it was just ketchup. I mean, it's almost as bad as the cranberry story, but not really, because ketchup is a lot easier to get out of things like clothes. So if you think that it's bad, it's really not. It's not bad at all, actually. You just scrub it down just like you would, like, blood, like I'm doing right now. Yeah. Just keep paying attention, because you're going to be doing this someday without my help. And you need to know the proper etiquette for cleaning up blood and cranberry juice and ketchup, because this stuff will happen to you. It will. I mean, it definitely will. Someone's going to screw with you eventually. We're janitors. Nobody likes a janitor. And, they're probably going to pee in your breakfast in the morning. Oops. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not a guarantee, but they probably will pee in your breakfast in the morning. Huh. Okay. That was kinda weird. Oh, you know what this is. I know what that is. The guys are playing tricks on me, but it does bring up an interesting story. Let me see if I can find an arm, because that would be really funny. Here we are. So there was this crazy guy who was on Space Station 27, and what he would do is, whenever there was an alien invasion, he would just grab an arm from the aliens, or a human arm. He wasn't really picky. And he would just take it along the walls, and he would just scrape it across and make it look like a much worse job than it was. Okay. And then he would go and he'd clean it up. And he would actually get paid more because he put more hours into it. Let's get these boxes out of the way because they're kind of in my way. Come on. Ugh. There we go. Where's that arm? There it is. And he just smeared it across the wall. And I actually had to clean up with him once, and I wasn't very happy with him. And I never worked with him again because it was just horrible. He spread the stuff across the wall, and then he went like that. No. Well, you know what? We don't need to clean up the casings. Nope, we don't. If they say you have to clean up the casings, well, they're lying. You don't actually have to clean up the casings. It's all a lie. All of it. So don't listen to them. Just don't clean up the casings and everything will be fine. What happened here? Really? They kept a torso in there? Huh, it's a torso. That reminds me of a story. There was this cannibal that was loose on the station once. Not this station, but another station. And he was always known for strewing his body parts around and making a general mess, and it was just to spite the janitors. I mean, we didn't do anything to him, but he's just an evil guy who didn't like janitors. So he just grabbed all these body parts from leftover meals that he had, and he would just throw them around like they were willy-nilly and nothing. Gust in the wind. Gust in the wind? Dust in the wind. Don't worry about me. That's just the cranberry talking. You remember that? Have I told you that story? I don't remember. Because of the cranberry. The cranberry juice that runs through my veins causes me to forget what I've said. And it's really unfortunate that I have this malignment. But there's nothing the doctors can do. The doctors actually say that I only have like 20 years to live. And, I mean, I'm only 1900 years old right now, so it's like 20 years, yeah, that's kind of not very long. But that's okay. I've lived a good life. And, hopefully, I will have many years to come. Yes. Did I tell you about the time that... I think I did. So, I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice. If you ever find yourself stationed on a space station, make sure to check the number. Because there are some space stations you do not want to get assigned to. I mean, it's that bad. If you get assigned to it, you will have nightmares. And, Space Station 27, this space station, it's not that bad. It really isn't. I mean, yeah, there was this battle, and a lot of people died, but as a janitor, you don't have to worry about that. You just have to clean up the mess afterwards. And it's really not that bad. I mean, it could be worse. You could be at Space Station 13. Ugh. Space Station 13. I still have nightmares about that place. Oh well. Okay. Well, I think we're about done. And I mean, I just need to get this spot here, and then we'll be done. Okay, I think this is just about it. Just gotta get these couple of footprints, and, well, they probably won't notice, right? Okay. I'll tell you what. Go into my bag, and you'll see some explosives. And we're going to put them in a couple of places. and then we're gonna leave. And if anyone asks, the aliens won. Hopefully we'll have a job in the morning. If you do as I say, we'll have a job in the morning. So go and set up those explosives, and we'll blow this place.